Hello and welcome. This is Sean with Clay's Image Productions, and today I'm going to be doing a tutorial about converting your video files for HTML5 embedding and video playback. The nice thing about HTML5 video is that it's supported on pretty much all of the modern browsers, and including iOS devices, Safari on say iPad or iPhone, and Android, and every other desktop browser that's out there. So the three video files types that you need in order to be compatible with all the different browsers are an MPEG-4 video, which is using the H.264 video codec, an OGG video file, and also a webm video file. And so what you'll need to do is convert your videos to those three formats and have all three on your web page, and then have those embedded into the web page, and then the browser will detect which one it can play back, and it will play that one back. I'm not actually going to be going into the code to embed those today, but I will do that in a future tutorial. So subscribe to our channel, and we'll have that tutorial coming pretty soon. So the program we're going to use to convert our video files today is actually a really cool little program that's completely free. It's called a VLC Media Player. We've been using this program for quite a while to play back different video file types because it plays back a huge amount of video files and different video codecs as well. If you don't have this program or you're not familiar with it, you can go to their website, which is videoland.org, and you can download the VLC player right on here. If you're running Windows 7 64-bit, I would recommend getting the 64-bit version of the program, which I just clicked on other systems and versions here. Go to Windows and then scroll down, and they have the 64-bit version here. It's still, I think, in kind of the experimental stage, as they call it, and so it's not fully tested yet, but I've had the best experience with it when running a Windows 64-bit, Windows 7 64-bit. So you can just download the executable file right here and run that on your computer, and it'll install it. And so once we've got the program open here, I'm going to open up the video file that we want to convert, and it's just a little 9-second clip of a butterfly here. I took this down to standard def just so that it didn't take so long to convert it, but it works perfectly fine with high def files as well. So all you need to do is open up the program. You don't need to have that video loaded in here to convert it. We're just going to go to convert/save, and then we want to click add and choose our source file, which is going to be that butterfly clip, and then click convert/save at the bottom down here. And right here we just choose our destination, which will put it right back in that same folder. And let's do the mpeg4.mp4 video first. Now if you notice, I actually typed in the file extension here. That's something that you have to do. Whatever file extension you're going to be converting it to, make sure you type in that file extension when you create the name. Otherwise, if you leave that blank, it will default to a .ps file, and that's not what you want. You want, in this case, an MPEG-4 file. Down here you want to choose under Profile the MP4, and if you click on this little settings box to the right of it, we can choose like our video codec, make sure that we're using H.264. We can adjust our bit rate here, frame rate, depending on if our video is 29.97 frames per second or 23.97. Down here we can choose the resolution. I'm just going to keep it at 1, which will keep the exact same resolution that the original video is, but you can adjust that down here. Audio codec, MP3 audio for our MPEG-4 video file, and we're going to use 128 kilobits per second. Stereo, 2 channels, and 44/100 for our sample rate. All of that's fine. We'll just leave that at that, and then everything looks good. We're going to go ahead and click start, and you'll notice the MPEG-4 video shows up in there, and it's converting the file right now. When it gets done, it should just go blank like that, and here's our MPEG-4 video. So that one worked okay. So let's go ahead and do the OGG one now. I don't have to retype that in as long as the program's still open. It's got the source file in there. So let's scoot this up some. Okay, this is going to be the OGG version. So we want to come down here and choose the first OGG one, which is using the Vorbis audio codec rather than the FLAC one. I know for sure that the Vorbis one works for HTML5 video. I'm not sure about FLAC. It may, but I've never tried it. So 2000 bitrate, 23.97. Everything looks good there. Always double check all those things because if you haven't changed them previously, then they might be set on something that you don't want. Okay, everything looks good. Let's go ahead and click OK. File shows up there, and we can see it, the progress bar going on the VLC player. Okay, that one's done. So now let's go ahead and do the last one, which is going to be our webm video. Okay, so we've got butterfly.webm, and choose the webm profile down at the bottom. Again, let's just double check this one, make sure everything looks good, and it does there. 128, okay. And this is using the VP80 video codec and Vorbis audio. Let's go ahead and click start, and there we go. We can see it converting down here. Okay, that one's done. So let's go ahead and double check this, make sure it looks okay. And there we go. Now the difference in the quality between the original here, this is the original AVI file, and say like the mp4 video is very minimal. I mean the quality loss is, you can tell it's a little less saturated, a little less contrast, but the quality looks pretty close to the original. But if we look at the actual video file sizes between these, that AVI file is almost 120 megabytes. The mp4 is only 2.5. The OGG is about 2.6, and the WebM is about 1.7. So the compression is very good on these video file types or video files, and keeping the quality of the original video. So that's the three different file types that we're going to need. We would probably also want to do an FLV file as well, just for older browsers that don't have the ability to do HTML5. So like an older desktop browser, like an older Firefox browser or Internet Explorer. Unfortunately, I've not had good success with having VLC convert an FLV file. It does have the capability, it's listed in there, but I've not had good success with that. So if somebody else has done a FLV file with VLC, leave a comment below and let me know the settings you used and all that kind of stuff. But I've not had good success with that, so I'd recommend using something else for converting an FLV file. But for everything else, it works great. And if you guys have any questions or comments, leave them below, and I'll try to answer them as soon as I can. And please subscribe to our channel, and we'll have some more tutorials coming up pretty soon. And you can always visit us at claysimage.com. Thanks for watching.